Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to. We are the creators of the Spooky Pit, the innovators of the Passion Bump, and we take you down the darkest rabbit holes of all things horror. Welcome, spooky bitches. We review horror movies and fuck them with comedy. We're your final bros, Brian Hopwell LaGrassa and Shane Mr. Wildwood Smith, and we are joined today by our Scream Queen and producer Jen, as always. Special guest, Miranda from RanduhsRebellion, back on the podcast for this movie that we've been kind of talking about for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've mentioned this one quite a few times.
This is one of like the big iconic films. It's one of those big iconic horror films, which to me seemed a lot longer when I was younger and seemed a lot shorter this time around.
Absolutely, but super excited to have you on, Miranda.
Oh, thank you for having me again, guys.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fourth episode out of our last six?
Oh, well, I was going to say fifth in general for her.
Oh, yeah, fifth in general because
the first
Resident
one was
Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah.
No, but you're right, Jen. Like, I'm thinking about it now. Texas Chainsaw, Halloween, Friday, this,
Yeah, that's 5.
maybe
Scream.
Chucky. Maybe Chucky or Scream, yeah. Like, honestly, like
Yes, Scream, Exorcist.
Exorcist.
What was the one we did? Possession House one?
Poltergeist?
Yes, but there's like so
only
many
5, really.
iconic horror.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, iconic horror ones. I mean, I
Like
guess
Madman?
I guess
No.
Oh, okay.
I guess you could technically label like Hereditary and like that as like iconic now, but for like that day and age that really portrayed how modern horror films would be looked at, this is definitely one of them.
Our modern horror has been like these like more like pseudo-intellectual horror
Yeah.
movies that fucking destroy your brain.
Very different reviews, those movies, than these slash and kill movies we do.
Like, you're talking about like those A24 movies is what you're talking about. And
I love A24 movies. We definitely have another one on our future
I
list
can't
of
wait.
movies to
Yeah.
review. Should be interesting.
I hear it's like the worst of them, but
Really, the new one?
yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard good on that.
Talking about Lamb.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw The Green Knight. I liked it. A lot of people didn't, but it was also bizarre.
Okay.
Not as good as like, you know, the great ones like
Hereditary?
Midsummer,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like The Witch or Lighthouse and that stuff.
We've reviewed so many A24 movies.
I'm an A24. I'm a sucker. Horror aside, like you're talking about like Good Times and like those other movies that they make that are really good.
Maybe we'll start reviewing those too. Who knows?
Thriller. So I don't know.
Well, we make our own
our own
rules
rules,
here.
okay.
Yeah. So like Brian was saying, we're gonna review one of the classic slasher villains. We're gonna review Nightmare on Elm Street today. We're gonna talk about Freddy. In I believe it's 3 weeks. We're gonna hit Alexis Texas Chainsaw Massacre month.
Yep, it's Shane's favorite month of the year, May, your birthday month,
It is.
and you get to review your favorite porn stars horror movies.
Wait, no, I thought it was your favorite porn star, my favorite horror movies.
It was
Because you had the special edition Sly Cooper expansion pack, which also came with 6 DVD copies of Alexis Texas.
I mean, it just happened to be in there. I'm not gonna say anything else. They were in the game case. I don't know how they got into the game case.
Right.
You might have put them in there.
I don't think I did. I think I wanted to play Sly Cooper and they fell out.
Oh, man. I don't know who put them in. What do you want me to say? You can't just materialize porn discs.
Well, they did then.
I mean, you can
How? Even just
by
make
going
it myself?
to get them.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I wasn't the one to do that.
Well,
Don't know who was.
I'm sure we're going to talk
Allegedly.
about that a lot next month. But right now, let's focus on A Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's focus on you getting to your concert. And let's focus on jumping right into the Spooky Pit.
A Nightmare on Elm Street, released in 1984, Nancy and her group of friends are targeted by a killer with a knifed glove who has the ability to kill them in their dreams, Shane, their wildest dreams. Directed by Wes Craven, starring Heather Langenkamp as Nancy Thompson, Johnny Depp as Glenn Lance, Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, John Saxon as Lieutenant Thompson, Ronnie Blakely as Marge Thompson, Amanda Weiss as Tina Gray, and Sue Garcia as Rod Lane. Johnny Depp, his first movie.
21 years old.
He was very hot then. He's very hot now.
Yeah, he had some cool hair in this movie.
He does.
Got
I
that
did like his
80s hair.
Yeah.
That like puffed up look.
Very 80s.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
I forgot so much of it when I rewatched it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that happened and that happened.
Just the way he ran was hysterical.
Because his arms are out and he like flails. It's wild.
It's just the lengthening of his arms that got me.
The accordion.
It's like a mix of like, for me, it was a little creepy, but like it's also funny at the same time. I can't explain it.
It was like the creepy horror back then. Like
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
watching it now with the horror we have now, it was.
It comes off
hilarious.
goofy,
Yeah.
So this movie's going to open up with a man sharpening his tools, and it's like these knife fingers. It's all in the shape of a glove.
Yeah, literally, he just sharpens him up. He's just like literally sharpening blades.
Which was funny because I found out that the gloves were so heavy for Robert Englund to hold that it made his arm droop, which is why he has that like weird, like kind of limp walk with his arm down.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
Why did they make him so heavy?
Maybe the man just
It
needed
might
to
have
hit the
been
gym.
maybe the blades. I don't
Yeah, the
know.
knives do look pretty big. They could be
Yeah.
pretty heavy.
It was like, apparently this was like a low budget movie.
Yeah,
It
because it was
was.
an earlier Wes Craven movie,
Because they
right?
said too, like the blood that they used, it kept getting on the equipment and like ruining all the cameras and everything.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this cast and like, obviously not Johnny Depp or probably, I don't even know too much about Heather Langenkamp, but
John Saxon's a big name.
he was a big before this movie.
Wait, he did Black Christmas before this.
Robert Englund got famous from this, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this was what made
But
England
John
claim.
Saxon was in Suspiria,
Yes, he was in.
right? Or no, he was not.
No,
Suspiria.
no, he was Black Christmas.
He was in another Dario Argento movie.
Oh,
though.
Tenebrae.
Tenebrae.
He was
yeah.
the
This one-
detective in
yeah.
Tenebrae. All right, so let's talk about this girl who's running through a wet basement.
Is this like a boiler room?
Yeah, it's a boiler room. I call it the wet basement.
It's a real boiler room too, they said. Yeah.
Really?
Then you just hear a man calling out, Tina. Tina. And we see, I think it's a sheep or something runs by her, or
A
like
sheep?
what was it? It was like an animal, right? Doesn't it run by her?
Really?
I thought so in her dream because she's in a dream.
Yeah, she's definitely in a dream. I don't remember the sheep.
It
I
was
do
something.
remember him cutting open a sheet.
Yes, but it's not this point.
Okay.
I'm trying. It's the very first scene of when she's in the dream because the movie opens with her dreaming.
I don't doubt it, dude. I just might have missed it. I
I
feel like
wa-
you would not make that up.
I feel
just
like I
don't
wouldn't either because I did watch this movie like 3 weeks ago now.
I just don't remember the sheep.
So I do remember though she's running through and she's being chased by a man who keeps like appearing and disappearing.
Yes. Like he's literally chasing her, then
Yeah.
she keeps running, and then he appears in front of her. So already, either you're dealing with a shape-shifting man with a red and green
Yeah,
fucking shirt.
Christmas shirt.
It literally looks like a Christmas shirt. It
That's
looks
what
like
it is.
something that you'll see in 10 years. Well, actually, I don't know when Kurt Cobain dies, but it's a Kurt Cobain shirt, pretty much.
That is what it is.
You don't know what he is.
No, because eventually he appears in front of her, grabs her, slashes, but she wakes up and she's like screaming. Her parents come in to check on her, and that's when she notices
Her shirt's ripped.
her shirt has been ripped.
By the way, 80s parents, amazing parents. They all didn't give a fuck about their kids, it seemed.
No.
Because the mom, I don't think that was her dad. I think it was a mom's boyfriend. And she was just like, honey, go back to sleep. You're fine. And like walked out.
Yep.
I was like, oh, great, mom. Your daughter's like freaking out in her bed. And you're just like, go back to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not worried about this.
Just goes in the realm of bad 80s parents.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Then we cut to the next day at school. Tina's telling her friends about like this dream she's having. Her friends are Nancy, Glenn, I believe is,
Yeah, Glenn.
Johnny Depp.
and Ronnie?
Rodney? Rod.
Just
Yeah,
Rod.
Just Rod.
We're just gonna call him. His name is Rod.
He's a fucking psycho.
It's funny.
He's crazy.
I actually know 2 people named Rod.
Roddy or just Rod?
Just Rod.
Rodney or just Rod?
Rod.
Got it.
Just Rod.
If it's Rodney, my mom hasn't told me otherwise.
You made it painfully clear it's Rod. Twice. I was just asking the tough questions.
She's
Just
telling
like Sheriff Good.
Yes.
Good guy. She's telling her friends about like this creepy dream she's been having. I believe Nancy says she's also been having like these kinds of dreams.
She's like it's linking up. Period. She's like, oh my god, we linked up dreams.
Pretty much. I mean, me and Brian know all about that kind of thing.
Periods are in sync now.
We're always linked up.
Yeah, we've been linked up since middle school.
Yep.
Since
Miranda has
careers
no
class
choice.
in middle school.
It kind of just sat on me. So.
Miranda has to link up to me without any choice. Doesn't matter.
It's like
Thank
the Game Boy link cable from back in the 90s. Yeah. Just
I
plug 'em
claimed,
both
Daisy
in.
chain them together like
Yeah.
a 3D controller.
I claimed him.
So they decide the best course of action for this is to have a sleepover together, right? Because then they could actually link dreams if you all sleep in the same room. 'Cause
Sure.
that's how that works.
They did the worst thing ever, and they had sex in a horror movie.
They did.
It'll get you. Get you every time.
Even Cindy didn't have sex in her horror movie.
No, she did.
No.
In Scream?
No.
Oh, you're talking
you
about Fear
meant-
Street.
I thought you said Sydney.
I made the same mistake constantly when
Did I say Sydney?
I sound like you said Sydney.
Oh.
Like that's in Scream. And I was like, yes, you did. But you meant Cindy from
Yeah.
Fear Street.
I'm just on a Fear Street kick.
Well, yeah, I mean, full disclosure, we just reviewed all 3 of those movies before reviewing this one, so it makes sense for you to still have that on your
Sure.
Be
Mine.
real fresh.
So, like we were talking about, the one couple, they're banging upstairs. Nancy is not doing that downstairs. She's still talking. I think she's talking to Glenn now about like if he's having any of those dreams, and he's not. Like he hasn't had any.
And he's like, "Can I have sex with you though?"
And she's like, "Not now."
Because she knows not to have sex in a horror movie. All right.
It's true.
She knows.
It's true. Glenn's not at the sleepover yet, right? Don't they hear a noise first
Yeah,
outside?
no, so-
Then they go check outside.
Because what happens is they're at Tina's house,
Yes.
right? And Glenn's character, Johnny Depp, has to lie to his parents that he's not supposed to be sleeping over there.
Yeah, but he
So
sneaks out.
He fakes it like maybe playing like he's by an airport, which is by his cousin like Barry's house or something.
Yeah, because then they start making fun, like saying, like, you know, like you do when you're a teenager. Or
Yeah.
you're like, hey, pass the weed. And
Yeah.
like, shit like that, yeah.
But then they do hear a noise from outside,
Yes,
which
they-
gestures them outside.
And that's when they find Rod outside. Yes.
This guy's a psychopath because like he shows up out of nowhere and then like for some reason he gets in Glenn's face and he pulls a switchblade out on him.
As one does, I feel like if you have a leather jacket, you need to also have a switchblade in the pocket.
I
Requirement.
guess I should put my leather jacket away then.
Oh, gosh. It just seems like a requirement.
You don't go anywhere without your switchblade.
I have it with me right now. Well, not my switchblade, but my leather jacket.
Switchbladeless, I'm assuming.
You know, yeah. It's on my card, but don't worry about it.
Could be lying.
The switchblade or the leather jacket?
Both.
Okay. So yeah, now all 4 of them are here. I'm sorry, I was talking out of order here. Now we get to hear them bang very loudly from the upstairs.
Yeah.
Because Rod is actually there. And after they're done, they're, just laying in bed. And then Tina starts to hear her name being called again. So that's when she goes outside and she starts looking around.
Sure. She starts scouting.
Yes. And we also...
This is where she's going to see some shit, though, Shane.
Yes, but before that, Nancy doesn't see some shit, but that's when the wall over Nancy comes out. This scene's actually really cool, where Freddy's like hands and his head come out through the wall, and it's like about to come down to her, but Nancy wakes up and it retracts in. Then it cuts to all the Tina stuff, which is
her seeing this disfigured looking killer with like a fucking... Is it a bowler? It's not a bowler hat, but it's like a little straw hat.
yeah, it's a little hat.
No, it's a boulder hat.
Is it?
It's a bowler. Yeah, it's the hat you made Danny wear in the Gooch.
It's a bowler.
Yeah. So she sees the arms out, and the arms are like stretching out.
They're
This
like
is a scene you guys have been talking
The
about.
accordion arms.
Yes.
So
It's like,
funny.
Do you
I was just cracking up when I saw it.
know what it looks like these arms are? Like, it's covering it by his long shirt, but you know those like stretching boxing glove punching arm? That's what it looks like. It's so
Like a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
It does remind me of that.
Which scene is he running? Is it?
It's right after.
No, it's right here. It's right after.
His hands, and then the far away shot, he's like running like a golem. Like
Yes.
He's got like this weird... His face looks scorched.
It does.
Yeah,
because it was.
it's all burns.
It's got a creepy...
It looks scorched because it
grin.
was.
Yeah. I know. I was leading into it.
He's got
So
a lot
strange.
of
It
burn
looked
scars.
like he was in a fire.
Yes, it looked like he could have been burned alive.
Well, this is all spoilers
Oh,
now.
I'm so sorry.
I was trying to hold it. Like,
You couldn't.
Brian's like, and it looks like his face is burned, and Jen's like, you fucking idiot, it is burned.
yep.
Because I don't know subtlety.
Jeez. Yeah, so the man is burned, but we're also going to learn he's really good at doing magic tricks.
Oh, yeah.
Like the disappearing finger trick where he shows Tina his fingers and he cuts them off one by one.
Yeah, it was kind of... He does it quick, dude.
Yeah. It's just yeah, you're good. It's
Here's
a
a
quick,
quick-
slice.
Yeah. And you see like this green shit just pop out of it. It's like green blood.
So gross.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Obviously, this causes Tina to completely freak out, as it would anyone. I would hope.
Yeah, as any burned, disfigured man cutting off his own fingers would freak anyone out.
She's thrashing in bed, by the
Yes,
way.
yes. Well, she's thrashing in bed because he also pulls his face off.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
he's Nick Cage in Face Off.
Oh my god. Or fucking one of those dudes from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, where their face just melts off. But yeah, like you said, now Rod sees Tina just freaking out in bed.
And like there's a shot from under the covers where you see Freddy in there.
Yeah.
But then when he's looking, Rod's looking, she's just getting attacked by herself. Like there's no one there.
Until she starts bleeding.
My thing is too, like Rod doesn't even try to help. He just jumps
He's
out of
staring
bed
at
and
her.
stares at her. I'm like,
I swear that is such a funny thing because that happens, and then after this scene, he mentions like that like there was nothing he could do.
yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You had so much time to do something.
Right.
Oh, you were like,
You
was it
could've
Right. Like,
Tina!
go get Nancy.
You
Go
could've
get
won-
Glenn. Like,
Try to like
call
grab
the
her.
police. Yeah, grab
wake
her.
wake
Yeah.
her up. I don't know.
Right. Like, no, he just was like sitting on the side screaming her name. I'm like, oh, good job.
A plus.
Boyfriend of the year. Good job.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't have time to even react. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He had time to yell Tina 16 times.
Right.
He does start to see like the claw marks go across like her chest and she's bleeding everywhere. She gets pulled up onto the ceiling. She's rolling around on the ceiling. This is all very well shot. It's very creepy looking. There's just blood everywhere. And then she just falls and plops onto the bed with just blood
Splatter all
everywhere.
over the wallpaper.
It's all over Rod, too.
Yeah. Who's also in a pair of tighty whities.
He is. I'll get you a pair. Don't worry.
Technically,
I will
this airs
get you
after my
a
birthday,
pair.
so.
So I got you a pair.
Thanks for that.
Already ordered.
Thanks for that pair of tighty whities, Shane.
You're welcome, bro. I hope you wear them.
Are you wearing them now? That answer's no.
No.
Yeah, it's all right.
I
It's all
want
right.
to be.
Are you writing that down?
Wear tighty whities. So Nancy and Glenn come in to see just Tina's body just dead, and Rod is gone, and Nancy is at the police station, and she's talking to her mom and her dad, and she's explaining everything that she saw.
And we find out her dad's the police chief.
Yes.
And her dad's like, how dare you sleep with 3 other boys?
Why'd you make him sound like
I don't know.
Dan Ravenda's dad?
I have no idea why I give him that accent. How dare you?
He gives the mom a quick shot to the face, and then he's like, "Hi, baby."
No, but he is upset that she shouldn't have been with
Yeah.
3 other like teenagers.
Because then things like this happen. Like, everything
Yeah,
I know about an
things
80s slumber party is that it ends in a massacre. I've mentioned this on Fear Street. I'll mention it again.
Very true.
Witches have nothing to do with it.
No, it's just massacres. All right, so I believe she tells her parents about the nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Of someone coming to kill her, and they're just like, "You're crazy."
Yeah.
Like all people do. And
Yeah.
I hear that.
But knowing the way this movie goes, I'm
Like
surprised
all
they
parents.
didn't take more concern over this early on.
The mom just doesn't care. And then she just like doesn't listen, and it's just,
Yeah.
the
I feel-
mom bothered me so hard.
I
in this
feel like
movie.
80s parents just want to push everything under the rug. If I say you're lying and you're crazy, it'll go away.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, we dealt with this before because there was no other way to deal with it, so now it can never come back.
80s moms.
Just a different
It's a different time
mindset.
period.
Yeah, it
it's
really
just
was.
different.
Like I don't know.
Well, it's like back then in the 80s, everybody left their doors open too.
Yeah.
Now always unlocked.
That's why everyone
They were
got
like,
murdered.
if something bad happened to you, you deserved it.
And then
right?
they're like, oh, kids, go play with the neighbor kid all the way down the street. It's fine.
Yeah.
He eats glue.
Yeah. Walk to school.
Yes.
It's fine.
let me give you my money to get me lottery tickets on the other side of town. Please get on the bus.
Oh shit! So we're gonna cut to the next day where she's walking to school, when she gets pulled into the bushes by the local glue sniffer Rod.
By local killer Rod, apparently. No. The word's out that Rod is a killer. Little does she know they have this conversation. He tells her basically that he did not kill her. She does believe him. She doesn't think that he'd do it, at least from what I got.
Yeah.
But her dad's following her.
Yeah, so her dad used her as bait, as any
To
80s
grab
dad
it.
does.
Trap.
Yeah. Would you use your daughter as bait to catch a killer?
Would you?
No. I'm just curious if you would.
I don't have a daughter.
Yeah, so we
Well,
wanted to ask you.
I meant
Yeah.
if
Hypothetically.
It's like a hypothetical.
Would I use my daughter as bait? It really does depend.
Okay.
Do we think Shane will use his daughter as bait?
I would use my daughter as bait if I knew she wouldn't get
hurt?
Yeah.
Sure. Shane is comfortable.
If I didn't like my daughter, I'd use her as bait.
He's comfortable saying he doesn't even have a daughter, so I think he would do anything
I know. True.
at this point.
Seems desperate.
So we're in school, and Nancy starts to have this dream, see, where she sees Tina in a body bag being dragged into just the basement.
And Tina's just waving like, come and get me.
Come and get me. But the problem is, she runs into the hall monitor dressed in a Freddy Krueger sweatshirt.
Stop running.
Hall pass, please.
Do you have a hall pass?
She doesn't have a hall pass.
No.
She doesn't care. Thing is, when she looks back,
You know who is her teacher, by the way?
Oh,
We missed
yes.
it.
This was very interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, Lynn Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Super cool.
Just a quick note.
But this hall pass monitor
It's Freddy,
is Freddy.
because it turns into Freddy.
Yep. When she looks back.
Nancy ends up in the wet basement, or the boiler room, as normal people call it.
Wet basement.
And Nancy,
Only referring to it now as the wet basement.
thank you. I'm glad. I want that to stick. If there's anything I want from this review, it's for people to call boiler rooms the wet
I'm
basement.
gonna walk into Brian's house and be like, "All right, we're watching TV in the wet basement today."
Right down here.
Yeah.
This is
Sounds
my
like a
boiler.
Sounds like a nice sex term. Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Wet
God.
basement.
You want to go on my wet basement?
Oh my. So we're gonna see Freddy here, and now he likes cutting himself. He's pretty emo.
He's like just made out of like fucking maggots.
And goo.
You know, is he? Because I saw that you had the shirt. Kind of reminds me of the Boogeyman from Nightmare Before Christmas. Remember they referred to him as the Boogeyman?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you cut open the Boogeyman.
Maggots.
All the maggots.
Maybe inspiration for Nightmare.
It could be.
I think that's definitely inspiration,
I'm sure.
considering he comes to you in your sleep.
I haven't seen The Nightmare Before Christmas in a very long time.
You should watch it every
So
Christmas
good.
and
Yeah.
Halloween. You should watch it from Halloween to Christmas.
I like it's a dual holiday movie.
It
though.
is.
I just gotta watch it. I gotta see if it's streaming on anything. Maybe
They
I'll
always
watch
play
it
it in
tonight.
Christmas, don't they? Usually.
Yeah, I just recently watched. Not that it's the same director. It's not, but Corpse Bride.
Force Pride is so good.
Yeah.
Never saw that one. Just disappointing people.
So disappointed.
Well, I'm not disappointed in Nancy because she really thinks things through, and she realizes she's in a dream, so she burns herself on a pipe and wakes herself up.
That's gonna leave her a little bit of a raspberry.
Yeah, so that's the thing, and now she's learning what happens to her in the dream happens to her in real life, because she'll wake up screaming in class and be like, I have to leave, and she does, but when she gets outside, she realizes the burn mark is still on her arm.
That's where you know, bringing from the dream into reality. Gotta watch out for this killer.
Yeah, so she's going to go to jail, and she's going to, well, she doesn't
Yes, I
go
know.
to jail.
Visits jail.
She visits jail, so she could talk to Rod about what happened. And Rod
Went to jail for interrupting class.
Back in the 80s, they might do that. Nancy is talking to Rod. Rod's like, I saw her get cut up, but couldn't see who the guy was. And Nancy's like, well, how the hell do you see someone get cut and not see the guy if you're like standing in the room? Like, he doesn't really do a good job explaining like that no one was actually in the room. So it's kind of all Rod here.
I mean, I feel like he could have handled the whole situation better. Literally, in general.
In any way possible, could have did a better job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're going to cut to Nancy in a bathtub. And,
I love bathtub, Shane. I only take baths in bathtubs. I've never taken a shower.
I take both because sometimes you just want to lay back and just unwind in the bathtub.
Yeah, but see,
it's very relaxing.
It's like you're sitting in your own filth.
Well, that's why you shower after you take the bath.
Yeah, see, that's just too much. At that point, I'm lazy
Yeah.
and tired. I want to go to bed.
You gotta come to a decision where, like, am I comfortable being a filthy, dirty person?
Have you come to that
I
conclusion?
think I've got there.
See, I just shower after my bath, which I guess is crazy, but it's what I do. I just like to just lay and soak for a little bit. It's relaxing.
You do you, bro. It is what it is.
You get bath, bombs and everything.
I do.
Oh.
I go to the American Dream Mall into the...
Very specific.
It's where I get my bath bombs from. There's a really nice store in there. I can't think of the name. I got to ask
They
my
got good
brother
ones.
because he also shops at that store. It's very nice. There's one. It's like called Unicorn Poop, and it like has all the
Lush?
sparkles. Yes, I think that was the name of it. Great store.
Lush?
Love it.
Lush?
No, I just know those unique bath bombs because they're famous for their bath bombs.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's incredible.
My friend goes there. He buys like $70 creams.
They're
the
not
bath bomb.
$70.
Yeah, the bath bomb was like $8.
He told me he
baby.
spends like $60 on each
Then he's
cream.
buying a lot of creams,
That's what he told me. I don't know.
Man needs his creams.
apparently.
Where are we?
I'm not gonna go any farther with that cream joke.
He was in
Wet basements, creams. What is this movie about?
Fire?
Nancy's sleeping in the bathtub. She's getting pulled under.
Yeah.
This was definitely one of the most horrifying scenes.
Well, because what's cool is
For
that
a
you
girl.
see the hand slowly come up from the water
Between
first.
her legs.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh.
It's like, oh, it's gonna be one of these movies.
Please don't.
But it's not. She instead just gets pulled into the bathtub, and she's like struggling to get up. What I like about this, before this starts to happen, is Nancy's mom knocks on the door, and she's like, "Don't fall asleep in there. That's how you'll drown." Which it almost does happen. I mean, Nancy's mom wasn't expecting a burned man to pull her into the water,
No.
but sometimes that's how it happens.
She does tell her mom though. She's like, "No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
All good."
I mean, like her mom would actually believe her anyway.
I know.
Her mom is drinking constantly.
Constantly. You see that a lot. She has like hidden bottles in the
That's probably
the
why
linens.
they're
that-
not together anymore. Her parents.
Is that what you think that she lied to her? I mean, that's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That her mother
is.
would
Because like
take
her
her
mother doesn't
seriously.
seem like the most competent parent.
All put
She's
together?
I think if anybody I'd go to my dad.
Yeah, because
If I
he's
was
always
to
a
go to
cop.
anybody.
And
Well, not even that he's a cop. He just seems more in it. You know, his head's screwed
on.
on
Yeah.
straight. Yeah.
So I'm confirming that his hat it's a fedora.
Okay.
Okay.
We
that
need to
makes
know
sense.
that.
So he's the person who gave a bad rap to fedoras.
Oh my god.
Is that why young Dan stopped wearing them?
No one really should wear fedoras.
I have a fedora, a straw one.
I used to.
Oh God.
You would, Jen. You also
Yeah.
have a big ass floppy hat. That is hilarious.
I know.
Do you have one of those old timey floppy hats?
It's like those Italian women hats.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
Black one, but I also have a straw one
She's
because I got
also
it from
half
Oklahoma.
Italian. So it
Nice.
Makes sense.
We've established everyone in this room is Italian.
We've done
I'm
it.
a fingernail.
I'm still Dominican. As we keep going on,
Nancy has a plan.
yes, she does. And the plan is to go to her bedroom as Glenn knocks on the window and he comes inside.
He climbs the trestle. What do you call it?
Rosebush.
Rose bush. There's a specific term for this.
The thing in all movies that allows you to come into a girl's window at night.
It's like a garland fence or something.
Yeah, this
Oh,
thing.
I like
this
that. I'll
thing
allow it.
definitely existed for like 1 year in the history of humankind,
Sounds fancy.
and it's been basically expanded to happen throughout time.
If you watch movies, you would think every home has one of these.
Or
It's
Clarissa
100%
explains
true.
it all.
Like in
Yeah.
the 80s, it was like you had to have it on your house.
It was a sign of like, I have money.
Even Scream. That's how Billy
Oh,
gets
Scream
into
has it,
Sydney's
yeah.
room.
Black Christmas.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Halloween have it too?
Probably.
I'm
I feel like I saw
honestly
someone
sure.
climb up something before in that movie.
Like, I just like, where was the logic that you want something that someone can just climb to your window?
I don't actually think they're sturdy enough to climb.
Well, we got to find someone's house who has one and film us trying it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, right? That's fine if we just film a crime.
I feel like
Yeah, I'll try it.
We'll just,
If-
like,
we'll
hey,
just
don't
ask
worry
Logan Paul
about
if it's
it.
okay.
I'll do it into Miranda's house.
I don't have one.
We have to buy
We can
you
get
one.
you one.
I'm not gonna get one and attach it to my house.
We can get you one and attach it to your house.
I'm not attaching.
And then
anything.
we will instantly unattach it because that is sketchy. Okay, so what is the plan they are hatching here, Bri?
So
I'm gonna break into Miranda's house.
this
Oh my God.
plan, it's
Again.
it's an okay plan. It just relies on one thing: for Johnny Depp to be
Awake?
honestly just attentive for at least 2 minutes.
and he can't do that.
He can't do it. So I will give him. She doesn't explain what she's doing.
No.
She just kind of has this. Well, also he doesn't believe her.
She doesn't really trust anybody right now. She's kind of like, I am on my own. No one believes me. I'm just gonna do it myself. But I need a little help.
He also like it doesn't get these dreams. Like this hat.
Not
like,
yet, anyway.
No, he doesn't ever get them.
No, he does eventually because he starts to. He's like, I'm seeing the person because
does
he
he?
he stops
Okay.
sleeping too.
Well, she also tells him to stay up.
Yeah,
But yeah, essentially, she's going into the dream world. Obviously, by now, this is like a unique idea for this movie. We're now saying that like Freddy Krueger, who's this killer, can kill you in dreams. So she is going to go into the dream while he's watching her. So she wants to kind of go over to Rod, I think, to make sure he's okay.
yeah.
And then he'll wake her up before Freddy kills her.
Yes. So it's all the plans going like well. She sneaks out. She goes to the jail cell. She sees Rod just laying there, and I believe she sees like Freddy sneak in through.
Oh yeah, he's in there, and
Yep.
He just walks through the bars.
Yes.
she's been calling back to him to
Wake her up.
wake her up. He's unresponsive, so she knows he's sleeping,
Yes.
and
It's literally like 2 minutes, like you said.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes. Man.
he's like, "I'm awake." Right when she gets in the dream, he's like, "I'm here, I'm awake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
watching you." And he goes 2 minutes later,
Gone.
Out.
Gone.
Like a light.
I believe then she starts to panic, and that's when Nancy sees Tina again, and a centipede crawls out of Tina's mouth. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. I hate bugs. Nancy runs home, and she runs to her stairs, and her stairs are like a quicksand now.
Yeah, it's
So I
weird.
like that. It's like the whole thing that like when you're running in a dream, you run slow, and it's like running through quicksand.
I was gonna say that.
Very
yeah.
clever. You think that was quicksand? It looked like marshmallow stairs.
Something like that.
I mean, you get the general idea. Yeah. It's like running through
sticky.
marshmallows.
Sure.
Is quicksand sticky?
No,
Okay.
quicksand just thick and wet. I think like a wet
I don't
basement.
think it's wet.
Oh, and you're right. No, it's not wet. That was bad. Yeah, it's not.
That was bad. It was real bad.
It's just,
You know, we
it's
got
just-
stuck on the wet basement.
I'm
now
so
everything's
sorry.
Wet, so.
I'm so sorry.
I think it's just heavy and thick and has like a force to it. I can't.
It just brings you down slowly but quickly at the same time.
Wet basement.
Yeah. Well, she does get to her bedroom from the wet sand floor marshmallow, and she sees that Glenn is just sleeping next to her. And Freddy dives through a mirror and grabs her. But then her alarm clock goes off and wakes her up, and she's just fucking pissed at Glenn.
Thank God she had an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Oh, she'd be dead. But I also get the feeling that like Freddy, I don't know if he's toying, but he's not really just like slashing him
Oh
up.
no, he likes to play his little games.
Yeah.
He likes a little bit of cat and mouse.
He's
Maybe
gonna
just
Do
like
that
the
again?
sound
Do that
of
one
his
more time?
nails.
I like it. Okay. I like that.
Very soft breathing.
He does that. He has that grin, the Freddy grin.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Oh yeah.
He does say that. It's coming up. Not there, but it's
Yeah.
coming up. He's very so with this series, it does this thing where it's like he's supposedly just a child killer. But then eventually they like flip it to where he's also a child molester and killer. It's a very weird
I
turn
think they
they
were
take.
trying
with
to make it so like they had more of a reason to do what they do.
Yeah, I that's what I take it to. I mean, I guess they felt just killing children wasn't enough.
I was about to say,
So-
I was like, just the murder of children wasn't great.
Yeah.
You know.
It's almost
one-
almost scarier though.
One reason alone was not enough. It has to be both together.
They had to make him
Justifies
the
it.
worst person in the history
yes.
of people. So
But yes, so like I said, she flips out on Glenn for sleeping. Nancy and then Glenn then run to the police station. They're like, you have to check on Rod. Rod isn't safe. Please check on Rod. This is when we cut to Rod's cell and we see a blanket mysteriously moving around Rod's neck where it hangs Rod in his cell.
Hangs him dead.
Yes. The police go and check on him where Rod is dead, and we instantly cut to Rod's funeral. Nancy is like describing Freddy to her parents, and her parents are like, huh. Now she's saying his name and describing him. This is
A little skittish, a little familiar.
This isn't great.
Sounds familiar.
yeah,
a
so
little
let's
familiar.
bring you to the Sleep Institute for Sleep Disorders.
because that's the solution.
This is
Her mom's like, I'm gonna get her real help.
this is a mistake, but I can see why they tried this route.
Yes. So they put Nancy hooked up to the sleep machine, and the doctor's like, well, we're going to check her mental state, and you see the reading should be this. So once she's having a nightmare, it will go off to this number, which is like 7. And then when her chart numbers are going up, it's like up to like 500.
Yeah, she's like, you don't want to be at a 5 or 6. She's like at a 3, and then he's at like 8 million, and they're like, this is probably bad.
Should we think about waking her up?
No, this is for science.
It's
Jack.
like we have to see how
Well, I
far
know.
it can
That's
go.
why he didn't say should we wake her up. He said should we think about it.
It's like I need the data. Come on.
All
Yeah,
about
this is
the
fun.
data.
This is fun for me.
Yeah, so they wake her up, and she just fucking has his hat.
Yeah.
And gray hair.
Yeah, and gray hair.
Yeah.
And
Whole
doesn't
street.
the hat have his name
Yes,
on
it
it?
says
Freddy Krueger.
She's like, Fred Krueger, Mom. Fred Krueger. And that's when the mom eventually is going to tell her the story.
It's very interesting because like it is already known that he's like a thing because in the beginning, they even make note of a childhood song.
Yes.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
I love that song.
3, 4, better lock your door.
So
5, 6, get a crucifix.
So
7, 8.
Better stay up late.
as a viewer, you already know that, like, okay, well, he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
And she knows the song too. Like it had to have been when they were
Yeah.
young.
We cut to the next day, and Nancy is what I like to call 2013 Brian where she's just chugging coffee at an alarming rate.
Yeah, scary, right?
You were chugging coffee when I met you both. What do you mean 2013?
Well,
Yeah.
no. There was a time where Brian just lived off coffee. I think that was all he put in his body.
Didn't eat, really. The granola bar and coffee. One granola bar.
And like
God.
coffee throughout
7,
the
8
day.
cups of coffee, yeah. Housing it.
The best meal.
Dangerous. It was
The
dangerous.
meal of champions.
Yeah, I mean, coffee's just great.
And then year after that, it was a carton of ice cream every night
and
Oh my God.
Yeah.
and a beer.
Oh my God, I forgot our beer and ice cream
Beer
days.
and ice cream.
Good times, good times.
That's how Brian lost weight.
No, that was when you gained weight.
I mean, tubs of ice cream might make you gain.
You're right. McDonald's is how you lost weight.
Yeah, there it is. I lost weight eating McDonald's. One McDonald's meal a day kept the weight off. Believe it or not, it's crazy, but
It
McDonald's
worked.
diet. Not saying it's healthy. I'm saying
Didn't get his fiber.
No.
There's no fiber in those fries.
1%.
In a 2,000 calorie burger.
Okay, let's talk about Freddy, Coffee, and Nancy. Nancy asks her mom where the hat is.
And her drunk mom
Yes, and the mom's like, I threw it out. Nancy searches for it. And then
finds it immediately.
Nancy calls her mom an alcoholic. She's like, why don't I just go and grab a bottle and get loaded like you? And her mom fucking wails on her face.
That's how you know that That's how you know that you've said something true about your parents is when they slap you for it.
Yeah, she just does not hold back. But this slap allows her mom to finally tell her about Freddy Krueger, how he was a child killer, how the parents...
He got off on a technicality.
Yep. So the parents cornered him in his like warehouse or something like that.
And they took matters into their own hands.
And they burned
took
him alive.
their own personal justice out on Mr. Freddy Krueger.
In
In a boiler room.
In a boiler room. A wet
Wet
one.
basement.
Yes, wet basement.
Wet basement.
Nancy tells Glenn all about this. I believe this is when Glenn also admits that he is having these dreams at this point.
He's saying like, "Oh, I'm seeing some weird stuff," but he's not like
Saying-
concerned.
exactly.
About it. He's
But-
just like, "Oh, it's a dream," you know.
Nancy does tell him not to sleep here. This is when Nancy
Yeah,
says,
this
do
is
not go
where
to sleep.
She also has like bars on her windows.
That's when she comes home right after that.
And the weird garland fence is down. Her mom like broke it down, so she's
Yeah.
basically trapped in the house. And her mom like threw away the key too.
Her mom like later is just like, I threw away the key.
She drunk mom.
The mom, though, brings her to the basement, tells her the story I just told you. But for some reason, this is the mom they chose to keep the glove with the knives because she just has
Yeah.
it in the furnace.
She pulls it out of the furnace, and I'm like, why? Why are you keeping that? That should be evidence for the man you burned alive.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, do you think that would have been taken away by the cops, or they just
Or
released
the
literally all
dad
the
would have it
evidence?
because isn't the dad the sheriff?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's strange.
They literally just were like, well, he got off on a technicality. We better give him back all his stuff.
Yeah.
You just made me think, like, because when you get arrested, obviously,
Yeah.
you go back and they hand you all your stuff. They're like, here's your wallet, keys, knife glove.
Child porn.
Yeah.
Have fun.
This kid's skull that was in your pocket.
Oh my God.
None of that. You can't use any of it.
This little
Bad
white
search warrant.
This little white dress that obviously doesn't fit you.
We actually found a screaming child in your car. Here you go. That's some shit we would do in one of our spoof movies back when we made
know.
movies.
Just like, good, you got all your stuff on your
Yeah,
way.
Just stupid.
Super stuff.
Okay.
You're right. That is our humor.
It is.
So Freddy's a vengeful ghost.
He is a very vengeful ghost because now he's killing kids in their dreams. All the kids that their parents were the ones that killed.
Yeah.
Freddy.
I was about to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like some it shit.
Yeah. He just wants his revenge. So
Which I feel bad because I'm like, why you? If anything, go after the parents. Why are you?
but
going
no, but
after
this is the
kids?
thing. He's a child murderer, so
True,
that's what he
but-
wants. That's getting him off.
Yeah, literally.
Nancy then calls Glenn. We learn they live directly across the street from each other because we see through the windows, and they talk about how they haven't slept in. They're up to 7 days. Nancy's like, "Hey,
Fueled on
someone's
coffee.
made it 11."
Which like 7 days. I can't even imagine the things she's fucking seeing. Even when she's not sleeping, I feel like my brain would be like, "Oh, a unicorn."
I'd
Like,
start-
The most I did
I'd start looking for the keys to her fucking house.
knowingly was 2.
Me too.
And I feel like you're right Not that I was seeing things, but like that I was.
Hallucinations.
Yeah.
I just felt my body just felt heavy.
Because I did one day and I was like, I can't.
Oh, same.
You just started not acting right. Like
I was awake for like a full day when I had to take a flight for school to a convention, and then
brutal.
I had to stay awake that next whole day.
Did you ever see that thing called the Russian sleep experiment?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Like, is that creepypasta?
Yeah, but it's like based off of true. It could be based off of true events or something like that. Somebody said like happening back then. They used to do that shit, and I was like, oh my god, I can imagine staying awake for that long.
Go to your
moving on.
mind.
Anybody mentioned that her hair was gray? Because I was like,
Oh,
I
Jen
can't-
did.
mom, yeah.
Jen did.
Oh.
Her mom, like it's not something like they say like throughout. Like her mom, when she first wakes up, it was like your hair, and that's the end of it.
Because she looked like she aged 20 years.
Yeah.
They do a very good job of making Nancy just look so disheveled as the movie goes on. Like they do a very good job. Nancy, though, like Brian said, she's a schemer. She loves traps. So she's going to call Glenn and tell her this plan that she has where she wants to go to sleep. She wants to pull Freddy out of her dream. And then she wants Glenn to beat him with a baseball bat.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Good plan.
Yeah.
It's the plan of action. I mean, and honestly, like when you have no other support and you need to take matters in your own hands, you got to get creative.
Yes.
Except she's locked in her house now.
Barred up.
And she tells Glenn, do not fall asleep before midnight. Like, this is the most important part of the plan because you'll probably die if you do.
And he won't blow it.
Me and Jen were like making fun of this too. He's like in his bed with this TV just sitting on his crotch.
I know.
And I'm like, doesn't that hurt at all?
Well,
Those TVs were huge.
Well, this is the thing, and I think it's why it was a smart idea.
Uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable and it's hot.
But he still
And
falls
there-
asleep.
Well, he's been awake for 7 days.
Okay. Don't
be-
fall asleep with the TV on your crotch.
All right, so this is the thing. Like, normally I'd be like, okay, if it's like the first day you haven't slept, but I'm assuming at some point the body does just turn off. Like,
I
you
would
probably
say
just can't
probably.
control that.
Even though he has headphones on
There's
with
been
his music
times where I
blasting.
was like so tired that I just like was sitting up and I
Yeah.
woke back up and I was like, oh shit, did I fall asleep?
I've
Like,
seen
I don't
Brian
even
do it.
know.
Been
Yeah.
there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you've seen some shit.
I've seen Brian fall so far into sleep, I couldn't wake him up by shaking him. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go home.
So he probably did. It was just like at that point his body was done.
Yeah,
Just needed to
that's
sleep.
how I took it. His mom does come in the room and wake him up though for a second, and she's like, "Hey, don't fall asleep with all this stuff around you. It's dangerous." Then this is my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Nancy's mom comes in and she's removing all of the coffee mugs and a coffee pot from the room. She's cleaning it all up. Nancy goes back in her room and has a secret coffee maker under her bed.
Hilarious.
I said that
It was,
too. I was like,
so
what?
funny.
Directly in
Hilarious.
front of where her mom was just standing.
It was so funny when she
Hilarious.
just reaches under the bed for the coffee maker.
I was like, damn, if I left coffee, I should invest in one of those.
It is so funny.
Personal coffee maker.
So she looks out her window after all this, and she sees Glenn's parents outside looking at her, very like angry. I think the dad even says, "Nancy's a lunatic. We got to keep her away from our son."
Keep
not
away from our
like-
boy.
It's not like two of their children's friends just died.
Yeah, like honestly, that was what I thought was hilarious. They're like, "Oh my god, she's crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, she watched two of their friends be brutally murdered. Yeah, I would go crazy too."
Yeah, it's all sad, especially because then she sees her mom sneaking alcohol out of the linen closet, like I had mentioned before. So she calls Glenn, but the parents answer, and the dad's like, "Never call here again, or I will actually kill you." Kind of like Sam's mom in Fear Street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe they were
There's something
related.
about parents and stopping like young love.
Kind of reminded me of like Final Destination too, though. Remember that one scene in Final Destination where that one guy doesn't want him to
Talk to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the parents take control of the situation. And if there's one thing parents should know, it's if you tell your kids not to do that, they're going to try as hard as possible to do it.
Sure.
So,
That's what it's about.
it is. Yeah, the problem with all this is none of it matters because Glenn is asleep and it's
This
going
is
to end up poorly for him.
fucking
But
sick.
before that, Nancy's going to get a phone call. And the thing with this phone call is she had already ripped the phone out of the wall. So she's confused.
So who would this be coming from, Shane boy?
This is actually, I like to call this the tongue phone.
Ah.
Because it's Freddy's mouth as the receiver, and he's giving a real.
That was so gross.
Ooh.
I forgot about.
Oh, the headphones are off. Damn it. It takes away the fun of doing the bit.
I know.
Yeah, I know. No, that
She knew you were
scene.
gonna do it.
Yeah,
It's a real
that
shame.
scene disgusted me so much when his tongue just came out and she was like open mouth and he was like,
He's got a
Yeah.
thick ass tongue.
he does have
He
a
does.
thick tongue. That was a disgusting tongue.
That's where he does drop the line saying that he's her boyfriend now.
Yeah. He marked his territory.
He
What's
did.
Glenn about to do?
Glenn's about to get pulled into his bed in my favorite scene in almost any movie.
Yeah, it's fucking
The
wild.
blood
It's
alone.
Just seeing the blood, like, shoot. I feel like I was
It's a
watching Old Faithful just shoot up into the sky.
Cannon of
were.
blood.
You were watching Old Faithful.
A spiral from the center of the bed. It hit the ceiling.
And what I like is none of that was embellished in the dream. When
No, we never saw his dreams.
Well, no. Because anything that happens to you is like, true, because that you're just seeing what's actually happening in real life. I'm just liking that it was in the dream, because when the police get there, they're like throwing up, and you actually see the blood leaking from the ceiling down into the carpet.
I think it was more like the dream was him being pulled down and the blood exploding. Back to reality, it was just blood everywhere.
Which, I like that it was actually that intense.
Yeah.
Where it's like you see it dripping.
That scene was shot perfectly. Like,
I think that was the scene
so
too
well
where they were
done.
like, "There's so much blood on our equipment, and now it's all broken."
Yeah. Well, that probably was tough to film. Just shoot a blood, because obviously it's the 80s. You're not CGIing any of that. You're actually just shooting like a blood like liquid up into.
In fact, it was like a low budget film too.
Yep.
We also thought it was so funny that we were like, his dad's probably gonna blame the neighborhood daughter. It's like, how would she have made that happen?
That's the start of Johnny Depp's acting career.
Then he was in like Platoon a few years later as the medic, and
He just popped off, ladies.
good for him. Always liked Johnny Depp in all of his movies.
Yep.
Nancy's going to call her dad, and she's like, okay, I know who's done this. I know what's happening. I need you to come home in, I think, 20 minutes, she says.
20 minutes,
And
correct.
she's like, I need you to arrest the guy who's done this. And he's like, who, baby? Who? Just tell me who it is. I'll get him. She's like, Fred Krueger. I'm going to get him now. Be here in 20 minutes. She starts booby trapping the entire house. I love some
She
of the
like
things.
Home Alone's
Yes,
it.
she does. That's exactly what she does. She puts like gunpowder in a light bulb and twists it. She has like a sledgehammer trap with a tripwire. It is like a Scooby-Doo Home Alone trap.
For sure.
It's awesome. So Nancy then goes to sleep, and here we go. It's time. She makes her way into the basement. At this point, she's already asleep. Her basement then turns into a wet basement, and Nancy looks around and she finds Glenn's bloody headphones. Then she starts to like yell. Obviously, she's scared. And this is when Freddy comes, and Freddy starts chasing her around. Freddy chases her to the outside, and he grabs her. And this is when a timer goes off. She wakes up, but he isn't like with her at all.
Yep.
So her plan as of now, as far as we know, doesn't work. You can't pull him actually out of the dream.
That was the focus. And it was the right idea, I think, from what she knew to do at the time.
I mean, I would have tried to do the same.
100%.
Thing, yeah.
Like,
Considering she tried with the hat and it worked.
and it worked. Yeah, exactly.
So why not him?
And
Yeah.
any bodily thing also comes into reality too, obviously, even if you survive it.
So this is where I'm going to start questioning things and asking questions. Because she's like, oh, I am crazy. Like, I'm crazy. But then she gets instantly attacked by Freddy. She looks out the window and she's like calling for help. And like, she's trying to get her dad's attention as Freddy's there. Is she dreaming, or did she actually get Freddy out of the dream?
No, I think I think
Freddy
she got him out.
took himself into a reality.
That's what I was confused about.
Because I that's what I think, because she already established that she woke up.
Right.
So I feel like he was just like, well, now I got her, and he just came at himself.
Okay.
That's what I think. But
Yeah, no,
I agree.
mean, yeah, I honestly would have probably believed anything you said, because I have no idea.
And the useless cop is like, oh, look, his daughter's
oh
screaming.
my god,
Yeah.
that useless cop! I was like, why are you here?
Wes Craven did Hills Have Eyes too, right?
I believe so.
And he did
My soul to take.
no, God, he did Last House, right? He has a thing for writing cops that don't do anything.
Oh my god. Yeah, he was just like looking like, she
Yeah.
seems to be in trouble. I'll still stand here.
Maybe I'll get her dad. I'll give it 10 more minutes.
The cops in Last House on the Left were the worst cops I've ever seen in my life. So I think it's just a Wes
Useless
Craven like trope where he was ahead of his time in hating the police. Like, he just never liked them and always wrote them as just like
Useless
idiots.
people,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
like incompetent. Mm-hmm.
So now, like, Freddy's gonna start hitting like every booby trap known to man.
The sledgehammer was hilarious.
Yeah.
So good.
He gets hit by the sledgehammer. He trips down the stairs. He gets caught in the light bulb explosion. Like everything that, and this is like a thing that starts to happen in the later movies where like they do these things to him, and it's just like
Yeah,
That's
those
the sledgehammer noise.
Yeah.
got
grunts. Yeah.
like
weird
like
ass
when he
noises.
fights Jason in Freddy vs. Jason, the noises he makes while doing that movie
Entertaining movie.
is such a good popcorn flick,
Yeah.
but such a bad movie.
I enjoy watching it though.
Yeah, that's me too. I love watching it. I'll watch it anytime it's on, but man, it's not that like good of a movie. But yeah, so Freddy and her, they're going at it. This is when she throws a jar of liquid on him. I'm assuming it's like lighter fluid
As
or
a
something
kerosene,
like kerosene, something like that. And she lights him on fire. Nancy calls for her dad, who finally shows up and busts down the door. So he has finally
After
made it
the
here.
useless cop finally decided, oh, I should do something.
Yeah. Took him long enough. They then follow these fiery footprints upstairs.
To the bedroom, right?
Yes. And they see a fiery Freddy Krueger on top of the mom attacking her.
Which I found so funny.
Yeah. And they cover it with a bed sheet. And then,
And it's big gone.
yeah, it's just all gone except the mom's skeleton. It's just a skeleton. It's a charged skeleton that descends into a hell bed.
With like the lights like
Yes.
flickering, like some sort of bad Halloween.
And this is why I was like,
Yeah.
maybe this is still all a dream.
It's a theory.
Except for dad seeing it.
But that's the thing. This could all just be a dream. Like, this could all be
he kind
Freddy's
of might have.
manifestation.
Yeah, I was gonna say Freddy might have pulled all of them into it because he can pull anybody.
Yeah, because
Sure.
if there's one thing you'll learn about Freddy throughout the movies is he can make anything he wants happen.
That's what
he,
makes him so
He
terrifying.
makes other people appear in other people's dreams all the time in like the later movies. Yeah. There's movies where people get tricked by seductive nurses, or there's like the camper scenes and all those different things. So he could definitely do something
Yeah.
like this.
That's why I find him the most terrifying because it's
'Cause
like
he
he can
controls it.
literally do anything he wants. You're just there for the ride.
Yeah, truthfully, there's like no way of beating him,
No.
which is why he has like 17 sequels.
Like at least with at least with like Jason and Michael and all them, you can physically beat him and everything. But
So we say.
so we say, yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's easy, but you have a chance.
So the thing is, Jason does get beat multiple times. There's always a by chance thing where like someone's like, I gotta kill him again, even though he's been dead for years, and they stick a rod in him and he gets electrocuted back to life.
Yeah.
Or a boat unlocks his chains from under the water.
it's like something crazy.
Or David Cronenberg's like, let me untie him for a
Oh
second.
my.
yeah.
It's this.
But like Freddy can pull himself in and out of his dream.
Exactly.
So it's like it might have been him dead. Oh no, wait, it's not.
No one knows. So after all this happened, she tells her dad to like go downstairs and just she'll be there in a minute. And then it's when Freddy comes up from the bed sheet, claws open the bed sheet like you had mentioned earlier. Perfect. This is why I want you to get the noise in. And she says, I know how to beat you. You're just a bad dream.
Yeah,
Which is an ongoing thing they do in later movies.
he's a bad
too.
dream. He's just like also just like one of those tropes of like just getting empowered off their fear.
Yes, like dreams can't hurt me. So if I'm not awake and this is a dream, you can't do anything to me. I take away your power.
Yeah. It's kind of like she's standing up to him.
Exactly. And he just disappears. Now, this is where I remember reading something about this ending where I don't even think he liked the ending, Wes Craven.
Oh really?
Yeah, or someone didn't like the ending because the ending is kind of crap.
I really never understood it too well. I was kind of like,
Because the movie ends with Nancy the next day. Her mom is alive.
yeah.
She goes outside.
Her mom's wearing all white like those little girls.
Yes. So that's the thing. She goes to a car with all of her dead friends alive. The hood comes up with a convertible. It's obviously Freddy's sweater is the hood.
Memorable, yeah.
The door's locked. They can't control the car. The car drives them off. We see the little girls in the white dresses all singing the song, playing hopscotch. And then the mom gets sucked through the door.
Which was funny.
That was amazing.
And the movie ends. So it's like, was this all Freddy's
Or was it
doing?
like Freddy, she like beat him and then he's like, I don't care, and just
And it
put
comes
her back
back,
into
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it could be
There's
either
like
way.
so many questions.
It's
Yeah.
definitely interpretation.
yeah.
I mean, no matter how you spin it.
I mean,
wonder if
that's
they-
what's good about it is that you can form your own ending of how you want it.
I wonder if they thought they were going to get a second or they just wanted to leave it up to interpretation.
Some of these movies they probably never thought they could, and
Maybe they
they're
were
just
hoping they'd get a second, so that was kind of their way of doing a second one, maybe. But isn't Nancy not in the second one?
Nancy comes back in the
I don't
third
know.
one.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she comes back in Wes Craven's A New Nightmare, which
Oh, I did
is.
not know that.
Did you ever see A New Nightmare?
haven't seen that
So
one.
Wes Craven's A New Nightmare is the Nightmare on Elm Street series are movies, and Nancy plays herself, Heather Langenkamp, as the actress who was in the movies, and Robert Englund also plays himself as Robert Englund, who played Freddy. And the whole thing is that people believe so much into the movies that Freddy actually became real. So Heather Langenkamp and Robert Englund have to fight off Freddy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so it's kind of like they put it to like a real life.
Yes, it's like a very meta.
not
It's
a movie
actually
anymore.
It's probably the second best movie of the series.
Okay, I gotta see that then.
Yeah, it's very good. Oh, because it was also directed by Wes Craven. I think Wes Craven directed the first and second, and then that was it, and then
I believe so,
directed
yeah.
Yeah,
A New Nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's it.
and that's the series.
I'm happy that we reviewed this because I know
Me
we
too.
wanted to
It
review
was
for a
was
while.
time.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it's just such a unique
It's a
idea.
classic.
It's just the idea is so original. It's not a traditional slasher movie by any stretch. It just
Too, I think that this is based off of I read it was like based off of a real event going on. It was like something happened. I think I have it. Hold on. Yeah, in the 1980s, there was an epidemic of people dying in their sleep during nightmares. They're mostly immigrants from Cambodia, and the condition became known as Asian death syndrome.
wow.
Terrifying.
No,
That's where Wes Craven came up with it.
a scary concept because
Interesting.
you have literally no control over that. Fear of the unknown. Also, I like how the idea of dreams and him being a child killer makes sense because kids they always have dreams and nightmares, so
Yeah.
it's like polluting that. It's pretty interesting.
It needed a long time to start.
It's also easy to exploit because a parent's never going to believe that a kid's dream is real.
Parents
obviously.
never believe kids with
Yeah.
anything. When I have a kid, I'm believing whatever they say.
Yeah, right. Literally everything you say is.
You saw a ghost, I'm believing it.
There's a unicorn outside this house. Okay, cool. I'll go get it real quick.
I'm gonna ride it.
I'm at least going to check if it's there.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You never
Be
know.
like, yeah, it's there.
Okay, I'll go into my review. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites of like the classic slasher movies. Like, I think it holds up better than some of the other ones, maybe even. I'm actually going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think in terms of just the design of the actual villain, Freddy is the scariest. Like,
that's what I say. all
just
the time.
the man with burns in a regular ass sweater, just with these knives for hands. There's just something, even though he's a dream monster, it's almost, there's just something real about it. It's very scary.
Because it's like he's a
Boogeyman.
serial killer.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Like a real like life serial killer. Like because people do this in real life.
Yeah,
too.
it's terrifying. Just the atmosphere. What I like about it is like Freddy has his like jokes in this movie, but they're more dark and serious than the later campier Nightmare on Elm Street movies where they use it more just for the comedic effect. This is more for like a dark comedic effect, which I like more. So yeah, I mean, this is this is just a generally scary movie, and I know you've said this. It's actually hard now. We've seen so much to actually find movies that still like we can consider scary or like would scare us. And this is, I still feel this does actually have moments that can kind of creep me out. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, like I said it earlier, as corny as it could be, sometimes it does creep me out a little bit. Some scenes definitely scared me the first time I watched it as a teenager because I had a hard time sleeping with like the light off in general. So like I was really afraid of the dark. So just like anything that would attack me in my sleep was terrifying to me. I thought the concept is obviously really unique. The fact that like you have to battle him by literally staying up, or flirting with the idea of trying to bring him back by going to sleep, but having someone that could protect you. He's creepy. Obviously, Robert Englund kills this role. It's very good, very entertaining. The death scenes are amazing. The Johnny Depp death scene is top 5, like all time for me. Good thrill all the way. Gave this a 7 out of 10. Probably could be even an 8. Like I could see it being an 8 for me. I gave it a 7. But yeah, definitely should be like must watch for any like horror fan just because of how unique he is. Definitely the most unique slasher probably I could think of.
Definitely. Who else gets you in your dreams?
It's just so different.
Yeah.
Like the concept is
boogeyman.
he is the boogeyman.
Yeah, he's technically the boogeyman. I'm gonna give this a solid 7 too. I really, really enjoyed this. Honestly, more than I enjoyed Halloween. The movie didn't seem quite as slow as some of the older horror movies are, but yeah, would definitely watch again. Really enjoyed. Thought it was really funny this time around.
You just like it because his arms grew.
Just like everything about him.
It's a good scene.
I know that like later he gets a little more campy.
He definitely
but
does.
Because it's like such a low budget one, and like it just everything about him, other than like those one scenes where it's like kind of scary, like the way he walks is like he's funny. Yeah, they really tried to like overdo it with him to really like get the point across.
Sure.
I'm with Shane on this. I would give it an 8. I've just always loved Freddy. From like I've loved him more than Michael, more than Jason. Like I just love those movies because it's just so creepy to have someone in your dreams, because you can't fight you can't do anything in your dreams. You're dreaming, you know. And the fact that you have to stay awake, that's like the hardest thing. I can barely stay awake, not for like a day, not let alone 7 days. I just find him the creepiest one and the most terrifying. I don't know. I think it's like one of the best slasher films like for its time, because like yeah, it is very funny nowadays watching it now, because we have all those crazy, you know, monsters, creatures, horror things. It's definitely 80s. If I was watching it then, I'd be freaked out. So always my favorite one.
Sure.
All right, gentlemen, Miranda, do we have any nominations for the Necronomicon? Because there's technically a lot of dead people.
Got to be Glenn. It's got to be Johnny.
Glenn. Johnny Depp, man.
It's either him or Tina. I think Tina's death at the very beginning is excellent.
Tina fought.
But Glenn's death is probably it's tough. I don't know which. I was gonna say more iconic, but Tina's death is pretty iconic too.
They're both really good. Like one kind of like kicks off the idea of like what he can do, his capabilities.
But Glenn's
and the other
is
one's
like
just fucking brutal.
Yeah, this is tough.
I mean,
but
like,
I
I'm
am fine with Glenn.
Yeah,
I'm
staying with
completely fine with Glenn.
Plus, it's like it's just the start of Johnny Depp, and you gotta appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's just an iconic death scene too.
Yeah,
Like,
it really
it's
is.
so crazy.
Who's your nom, Bri?
Oh, Johnny
Glenn?
Depp. Yeah.
Yeah, then we're gonna go with him. Shaney boy, do you have a eulogy prepared for Glenn?
Yes, Glenn. You were the last person to see Freddy. You kind of didn't believe anyone at the beginning of the movie, but you became a believer by the end. And you know how I know you became a believer? Because as Jen pointed out, you kept a very hot TV on your crotch overnight just to stay awake. That's not something a normal guy does. Unless you're into that kind of thing. And I'm not going to judge. It's 2022. But the look you're giving me is kind of creeping me out.
What the hell did I do?
I don't know. You're giving me this, like, look.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Anyway.
I think I threw you off.
It did. But Glenn,
You're staring into his eyes.
this hot TV crotched man, we're going to put you in our Necronomicon because your death of blood going up into the ceiling is something I've never seen done before, and I really like that. There's the look.
That was the first time I did it.
I know. It wasn't the same look you were giving me before. Anyway, you're in the Necronomicon.
The fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. You're giving me this look. It was weird.
Sure. Well,
He has eyes for you, Shane.
Apparently.
sure. Miranda, thanks for coming on
Yes.
for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Thank you guys so much. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Awesome. Anything you'd like to plug?
Twitch. I'm at RanduhsRebellion, and I do all types of horror stuff. I do all types of variety games, and I just have a good time. I welcome everybody. We just, I just want to stream and have a good time with everybody. And Jen likes to join us every now and then and make fun of me. I make fun of her.
I'll be in chat if anything.
We die
Nice.
a lot. It's great.
Yeah, definitely check that out.
I'm a mod. Me and Harrison like to take turns banning each other.
Makes
Oh.
no sense. Makes
It's
no
like
sense.
the first thing we said when we both became mods. We was like, "What? Can I ban you? I'm gonna ban you. Can I ban myself?"
Oh my god.
And Miranda's just like, "Why the fuck are you two doing this?"
I was like, I'm going to change you guys off my mods now.
It was really fun.
Alrighty.
All right. That was fun. It's been a long day, of course. But that was A Nightmare on Elm Street. Next, we don't have any theme going on this month, so we're just going to review a classic 70s horror movie. I think this was in our first Dario Argento film.
Yeah.
We are doing Suspiria.
77, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
If you like witches and dance, this is the movie for you.
Yeah, his movie's great. His movies really hold.
Yes, if you
up.
like bright, vibrant blood, this is perfect for you. This
wait
is
to see it.
very colorful movie. Yeah, no, it's really good. Oh my God, Dakota Johnson lives because she was in the remake
Oh, yeah,
of
you're right, tell me
Suspiria.
that.
So that is what she has done with her career since 50 Shades.
She good in it?
I mean, she's not terrible. She's actually a pretty decent actress, to be honest.
Okay.
The movie just sucks.
Gotcha.
I did not like the remake at all. It was 3 hours. How do you remake an hour and a half movie into 3 hours?
Apparently, pretty easily.
This is insane. That's actually insane.
It's insane.
Okay, so with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week at a dance school in Europe.
Awesome. Yes. Tune in every Monday for new episodes of The Final Podcast. We'll be here. I promise you that. Please follow us at The Final Podcast on Instagram, at The Final Pod Ever on Facebook and Twitter, and give us that 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next Monday.